So here's some thoughts that I'm thinking here at the mid game between Doug and Mark. I being Doug, obviously, and then I've got this nice stack right here. I'll show you the things that are underlying the stack. Hopefully, as I go under, there we go. You can see I've got the Anzac, I've got a team, but I've got facing me what I would call Japanese Army killer stack. So I kind of want to avoid going in melee against that stack because I got a five strength and a three strength team, but boxed. And the leader, who's two strength himself, is also boxed. So my goal here, being 24 points down, will be to try and work my way off the map here at the three spot, earning potentially 9 victory points for the value of my Anzac squad, the weapons team, and Sergeant Phillips. If I look at my hand, and I'll cut away and show you that, I'm set up pretty well actually for a melee with two ambushes. But I'm kind of looking at the overall situation where, as you can see from the time chart, we're midway in the second time deal, and in terms of cards, I've got 56. He's got 23. So likely we're going to have another time check soon. And I want to get off the map and then come back and hopefully put my Sergeant Phillips here and then race up and around in this area and be able to take over the forward assault advance of all of these units, which are without a leader because due to an earlier loss, I've only got two leaders. So that's kind of my thinking here, and we'll get back to the main stream.
All right, hello, I'm back. This is Mark. After Doug gave you his summary of synopsis of how things are going and his plans for the future,
Great.
which I will try and disrupt as much as
I've
possible.
been cook. Yes, you will. And I've been cooking up all kinds of strategies with all of our viewers out there, although we haven't figured out how to live stream yet. That's probably far off in the future in our YouTube, I would surmise. Nevertheless, we have arrived at a point where it's my turn. We're still in turn 2 of a turn 7 game. And just as a reminder to everybody, in this, I've got 3 orders I can play. I'm sorry, 4 orders I can play versus just 2 for the Japanese. So they're a little limited as it regards to that. So let's see. What do we want to do? Well, that might work. Let's play a reconnoiter card, which allows me to look at my deck. And let's see. I do. Okay, so just as a reminder, when you play the reconnoiter card and then you bring up the deck, the card that's already showing for the recon draw is already there. Is that correct, Mark?
Yes, that's right. You have the option of it's showing you the top card of the
Okay.
deck in the Vassal module. You have the option of putting it into your hand, actually playing
Okay.
it, or discarding it, or putting it back on the deck.
Perfect. All right. So, yep, I think what I will do is I will select keep recon card on top so that I know what's coming next. So we'll do that. We've done that. Now I'll go back. That was that order. So I'll hit next order. And then I'm going to, that might be an interesting way to go. I just came up with a slight variation of my strategy. So do I want to do that though?
I think you should go for it.
I think I am. I'm going to try something, a little bit of a change. We're going to play in advance. I am going to activate the stack with Sergeant Phillips, and he's going to advance 1 away
Oh,
from you.
okay.
One away.
Unexpected.
That might have been a little unexpected. And in addition with that, we will play an action. The action we're going to play is Smokescreen. I'm going to play Smokescreen
So
in or adjacent to my
again,
squad.
just recalling that, I think we did the same thing last time. You need to play that before you have done the actual advance. Play it
Before I move. Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes.
You're right. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I'm confusing that action card. Then I'll play the card. And then I'm going to target this X to move into.
Well, where's the smoke?
I'm sorry, to play the smoke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to put the smoke in there, and then I'm going to move in there. So we'll drop the smoke. Oh, my favorite 2 smoke. And then we'll move into the smoke. All right. But the sequencing is always important in Combat Commander for folks that are just learning the game. And Mark is very correct to point that out because there could have been other things that might have happened in that particular scenario. So that will be that order. And at that point, then I'll just draw up.
Okay.
And it's back to you.
All right. Well, where's the sighting marker? Okay, the sighting marker's over there. I'm going to play something a little different. I'm going to play an infiltrate action. First time we've seen one of these this battle. It's a card particular to the Japanese, and it allows me to bring in reinforcements. So infiltrate A or B or C. If you look over on the infiltration track, A, B, C, they're all empty. So I'll pick one. I'll just pick A, and then I have to go over to the charts, the Japanese support table. That is. So I'm actually
the support table.
Yeah, I'm showing that on the
I've
screen.
got mine handy.
Yeah, I'm actually showing that on the recording right now, and I make a roll on the. You know what the roll is going to be, Doug, I think, but no, maybe you don't. You just drew up.
Well, that was my card. That was my card.
Oh, you drew it up, right? That's right. Well, here's my roll.
And then I drew it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and just so your viewers know, I pulled my Reconnoiter because I was thinking I would use the fire card that I later used with the smoke, because a 7 is not a bad roll in Combat Commander as a fire. But then I suddenly realized, wait a minute, I could advance and get away from the stack and then do the smoke. So I went that direction, just so you kind of know what my thinking was there.
So, right. So back to the dice roll. I rolled a 10. So on the support table there, well, let's have a quick look at the main where you can see the 10s rolled up there, but the year is 1942. So now we go and check the support table. We're looking for a 10 in 1942 to see what reinforcement I can put on the infiltration track. So let's.
Although this is unusual. Now, help me out, Mark. Are you showing the support table there in another window in our video here?
I am. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Very
and
advanced.
for those of you that haven't updated the module like me, I don't have that ability, but I've got my trusty hard copy here. Right. So I can good for you.
I can bring on a leader, either Sergeant Suo or Negishi, a hero. Okay.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
a hero as a new unit coming in. That's kind of interesting.
Cost me, and the number here, by the way, the 4. It would cost me 4 victory points, but I've got lots of victory points to spend.
Oh, that's right. That's another difference. Combat Commander Pacific in Europe. Right. It actually costs you.
And then the A Division squad and the B Division squad only costing me 2, or I could bring in another sighting marker, but that would come onto the map. So I don't want to do it.
Well, I think we're in 1944, right?
42. top left of the
Oh,
map.
okay.
42.
So only the A. You wouldn't be able to bring in the B
That's
because
right.
he's 44 to
Right.
45.
And the
Yeah.
A's,
Okay.
A's the better unit. I'm going with the A division squad. So back to the map. I'm going to find the A division squad. Let's see. I can bring in from the pieces section there. Japanese. Bear with me a second, viewers. I'll just bring in this guy here. It would be under squads and teams, A division squad, and then so A division squad goes on, and I'm putting it on A. I had the option of A, B, and C, but I'm just putting it on A. All right, so that's that first order. Let's bring that back here, close that window so you can see there we go. My second order, so I'll hit next order, second order. Well,
Now, where'd you? Oh, so it's really to get him on the board. To remind the viewers, it's a two-step process.
yes.
You first have to bring him to the track, and then you got to basically draw the same card again, and then he comes out near your sighting marker.
Now I need an infiltrate A or an infiltrate ABC to bring him back on, and then he would come on wherever the sighting marker happens to be. At the moment it's here, which is quite good for exiting the map. So.
Yeah, and do you recall off the top of your head the distribution of infiltrate A, B, and C cards? Is it equally distributed?
No, I don't know. I'd have to.
That'd be something interesting to go back and kind of review the card deck and better understand. Right. I'll make a mental note of that.
Okay, so the second order, let's see, if I was to shoot at these guys, because one of them is already suppressed, that would be a 2 hindrance. I'd be shooting with one shot would be 5, 7, or I could do lots of little shots, just like I did before. I think I will do that. I'm going to play a fire order for my second, and I'm going to activate, activate these two. I think at the end of the last episode, eagle-eyed viewers will remember I forgot to fire these guys. I will not forget to fire them this time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
In fact, I'll do them first. So let's see.
Mark and I only play friendly games, so that's why we didn't go back and do that.
So what can this guy see?
Oh, you there? I think I lost you.
Yep. Oh, I'm here. Yep. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. Discord's a little tweaky today. I don't know why.
So what
must be solar flares.
Yeah. So the line of sight from here, well, he is out being in the valley. This guy, I think, is also, well, that's an interesting question. Is he in the valley or is he on the bridge? I think he's on the hill. He's on the hill because of this. He's on
the bridge. The bridge kind of covers the hill, but I would agree. I think that's.
But he's also on
fair to say it's on the hill.
He's on the crest of the hill, so he's in the line of sight.
Yeah.
These guys are not blocked by this guy. These guys at the same level, but blocked by this guy. These guys here are not in a line of sight because they're probably blocked by the woods here, I think. Yes. So it looks like my best
so
option.
you can fire at that guy.
Yes.
And is that guy in your line of sight?
No,
he's blocked
by this foliage here, and then this guy up here would be that would be firing uphill. So it's this guy, I think. And we've got the machine gun and the B division. The weapons team's out of range. Okay. Well, let's fire with the machine gun from here to here, and that is going to be a 7. Do I want to throw in anything? I do not. So that's a 7 shot. 7 plus 5 is 12. And I've got a battlefield event. The battlefield event is shell shock. Break the unit closest to a random hex. This is going to be interesting. Well, here is the random hex. Oh, that worked out. So I've got the choice of this unit or this unit, and I will break, I suppose, this unit because it's got got a line of sight to this guy here, and then I move my sighting marker there. So
Yeah, he must have been disappointed his jet boil broke and he couldn't brew up tea.
All right, so there we go. We're looking at a 12, and this guy here. Let's pull up the train effects chart, which I don't have to show the viewers, but the train effects chart shows that a bridge is +1 cover.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So you're an 8. Easy.
And this was the machine gun, right?
Right. So you're fighting off an 8.
I'm
roll.
sorry.
It's your turn to roll.
You got the 12. 8.
Yeah.
My bad. I was one step behind. As the viewers will quickly find out, I'm always one step behind. So here's our roll.
Okay, he's
a 7, 7 and an 8. He's all right. Yeah.
All right. So then the B division, 1, 2, 3, 4, are just in range. So they'll shoot.
Mark him as the target.
Oh yes, I should. Thank you. There we go.
Yeah.
Now the B division will shoot at the same target. They're just in range of 4. So it's a 5 this time. 5 plus. Oh, very nice.
Oh dear.
It's time. So I'll take that because time is. I'm the defender, so running the clock out is in
time is
my
precious.
best interest. So I will hit the time marker if I could find it. There it is. And then I will go to my my deck and reshuffle the decks. There we go. I only had 18 cards left.
Or
but 2 the draw.
Just to be specific, reshuffle the deck. Just your
deck.
deck. You're not reshuffling my deck, right?
That's right. Add 1 VP, the defender. 1 more. 25, and then
25. Nice round
on the
number.
time track. All right, and
I'm running out of time.
So so you are facing a big roll of 7, and you are already an 8. So it's just a free roll for you.
Yes, free roll. Here we go. That's 6. Okay.
All right. Okay. So there we go. All right, and then these guys over here will start firing against these guys here. The question is, do I want to do one big fire attack or lots of little ones? I think it'll be one. It'll be lots of little ones because it could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or it could be just lots of little ones. Yeah. All right. So B division will shoot from this tank. B division will fire first. It's a 5 plus 2 for the leader, 2 for the leader's command. What is that command factor of 2 there gets added, so it's a 7 plus an 11. Wow, 18.
Wow, nice. All right, we'll start
into
at
the
the bottom.
Smoke hindrance knocks that back down to 16.
16. Good call. Good catch. So we'll work from the bottom up as always. So I've got a cover of 2 for the jungle and 2 leaders. So I'll add 4 to the 2 units, which would make it 11. And this guy's actually a 7. So 11, 11, and 10. 11, 11, and 10. I always type that in because I just do. So we'll do the rolls. Trying to beat 16. Here's the 11. 11 and 6 is 17. Barely makes it. Second roll for 11. He makes it. And then the 10, he makes it. So they all survived the first shot.
All right. The second shot then will be the light machine gun, which is a 3 plus 2 for the leader is a 5. 5 plus, minus 2 for the hindrance, so it's really only a 3. 3 plus 5 is going to be an 8 after this battlefield event. Battlefield event is Bushido, rally 1 broken friendly unit. I think I'm in the fortunate position of not having any broken units. That'd be correct. So that is a non-event. So you have an 8 there, Doug, which I think is just...
Got to beat an 8. And I'm still 11, 11, and 10. So that's 3 free die rolls. 1, 2, 3. All above 7. All good rolls I wasted.
Nice high rolls out of your hand there.
Yeah.
And then the last one will be
exactly.
the elite unit, the elite team, 3 plus 2 is 5, minus 2 is back to a 3 again. 3 plus 8 is 11. Shouldn't be any trouble.
11. Yeah, again, I'm 11, 11, 10. So 1,
Ooh.
2, 3. All right, there we go.
So that was
And
my
this, I would remind the viewers, is one of Mark's favorite tactics. It's a standard combat commander tactic where you just take pot shots and force the defender, who's usually stacked with 2 or 3 units, to burn card after card after card. It's a great tactic.
All right, so that's the end of my second order. So let's flip over to the cards, and we'll draw up 1 and 2. Oh. And let's pass it back to Doug.
All right. Just a quick question. My asset denied card, if I were to have it, I'm not saying I do, is useless because I already got rid of the gun using 2 asset denied cards.
No, you can use that for to break any ordnance, any weapon with a white bar.
Oh, okay.
Or
Which
actually, any
that was the
weapon,
only
right?
one you had.
No, any weapon.
Could I do that to a machine gun?
Sorry, any weapon. I didn't mean to say any ordnance. So yes, you can. Anything. Mortar, machine gun,
Oh.
light, heavy.
Well, that's a different kettle of fish. All right. Well, let's play that card then. Asset denied. Why don't we break your
Let's take these off.
your medium machine gun?
I thought that might be on the cards. No pun intended. Let's find it. There it is. Which one is it? Is it that one?
He's in B division. He's right here.
Oh,
in
he's
the
over
middle
there.
of
I'm
the
in the
map.
wrong stack. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Right there. So you have a line of sight. That obviously because he was just shooting at someone. So you better have a line of sight. And
Yeah, exactly. And good reminder, I gotta have the line of sight. All right, so that's that order. Let's play a revive 1.
nice.
So we will go to the Sergeant Phillips stack and get rid of the suppression. So he's back. That's that order. And let's play a fire order. And I'm going to have activate this unit. He's going to fire at your guy with the light machine gun. So it'd be firing with a 5 uphill. So it effectively is a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's right. All right. So 4 on the die roll is 5 with an event. So that would be a 9 shot, weak shot. But the event, never know how those will turn out. Air support, 1945. Remove your opponent's aircraft from the map if you can't place your.
We're 1940.
But it's not 1945.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So it's just a non-event. Non-event
I
for the
believe
good
so,
guys.
yeah.
So that'll be a 9 shot to you. I think
9
I
shots.
think you got a free roll.
Yeah, because he's 8 plus 2, he's a 10. So here's the roll.
Yeah. Free
And,
roll.
but I also get an event. So here's the event. Breezy. All blazes, we don't have any. And move all smoke markers in direction 5. Oh, so that is actually probably pretty good for you. The smoke's blowing down the trail.
Interesting. All right. Well, okay. So that's that order. Interesting. Let's see. If I was to do that, let me do a little mental ciphering in my head. That'd be 7, 8, 9. Well, that's worth a shot just to put a little bit of pressure. Yeah, let's try that. We're going to do a fire order. Since the smoke is cleared a bit, we'll activate Sergeant Phillips and the units below him. we're going to target your lieutenant stack. And we will have one big shot, the Anzac squad, that's a 5. Sergeant Phillips makes it a 7. And the light and the weapons crew would make it 8, 9. A 9 shot just across the trail into you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Let's get a big roll here for the good guys. Yeah, 6. So that would give us a 15 to the guys in the jungle undercover to you.
All right. B division is 8 plus 2 for cover plus 2 for Itsuda is a 12. 12 plus. He is fine. Next one up is light, the elite rather, which is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So also fine. And then Atsuda himself is a 12. He's fine.
Okay, so that's that order. And I'll draw up to my attacker of 6. And back over to you.
All right, so let's see. Let's see what should we do here? I can show the viewers my cards. So they can yell at the screen and tell me what I should be doing.
No, they only do that to me.
I'm keeping this one around. I want to save this one. This one's useless. This one, yeah. So I have to do something though. So back to the map. Back to them. What to do? What to do? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just noticed. Yes, I will do that. I do have things to do. Of course I do. You can stop yelling at the screen. I will play my asset request and repair my radio. Not my radio. My machine gun. So
Yeah, machine gun. That's a good play.
Next order.
Now, speaking of asset request cards, is that what I use to enable my fighter?
Yes, that's another option you could do. As you have your fighter already on the map.
On the map. Okay.
The other thing.
Good reminder.
Yeah. And then, I'll play a move order. But who is going to move is the question. Yeah, those guys could move. 3, 6. Let's have a look. Wouldn't actually be that useful. I'm just considering whether I want to keep on struggling to let Phillips get off the map or not. It looks like he's going to make it. But, 25 points ahead, maybe I don't care too much about that.
He got a pretty big lead.
Right, and should start moving my own guys off the map, potentially. So, yeah, I think I will activate these guys here. And, Phillips, this is going to be a 9-point gain when you get these guys off the map, so maybe that is something I should be considering. But I think I've got there's some vulnerable units over here, leaderless units apart from the hero, which might be worth going after. All right, let's just do this. This guy's moving. So does he have he's a -1 with the light machine gun, but he's got a +2 for Itsuda. So if he moves to here, there is no line of sight from here. So I don't think I'm in any great danger. being, so he will go there. That's into the jungle because it's not going along a road. So that's 3 movement
Right.
points. What have we got here? We've got 6 is the max. Yeah. 3 or I need to 4. Feel free to interrupt if you have any up fire.
Yeah. So hang on. That's a great idea. I think I got the line of sight from here,
Yes, I'd
just
say
up
so.
the road.
Right.
Yeah. Let's make your advance a little more Whoop, hang on a minute. I clicked on the wrong thing. Let's make your advance a little more interesting.
Okay.
So, opportunity fire card. So we'll activate this guy, and obviously your moving stack is the target.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a 5 shot. I'm on the same elevation, so it's just down the road. So just be a 5 shot, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, 5 plus. Wait a minute. Before I do that, let's play a crossfire.
Okay, very good.
So that'd be 7. Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 shot. Here we go. And a 10.
Oh,
I'll
no.
take that. That's 17.
I don't really like that too much. So I think
I'll bet.
this will be the first time we've seen the initiative card come into play.
Oh.
So the initiative card here, and I can with this card here, I can give to Doug to force him to re-roll that. I could find my cards. There it is. There you go. Past allied
All
player.
right. You're
There we go.
you're gonna voluntarily give up the very valuable initiative card. All right, forcing the reroll. Here we go. Again, let's see. That's a 7. A 7 shot up the trail, and we match it with a 7. So I'm a big believer in blackjack odds, and 7 is the card most likely to come out. So it's a 50-50 gamble. Could I do better? Now that I have the initiative card, I think I'll just take the 14.
Right. Still a good roll. So B division. Then.
Yeah,
B
not a
division
bad
is 8, 9, 10. Oh, and he is going to break after this sniper. Sniper comes in at random hex of there. So no, the sniping mover, but the sighting marker moves, but this guy, it's 14, it equals his morale, because he's moving, he actually will break. Oh dear. The next fellow up is the 9, the elite team, 9, 10, 11, and his roll is, oh my goodness. That is a 3, so what does that say?
Is the air? Is this an event?
It is an event, but it's
Oh,
so
you're
small
kidding
on this,
me. Air support 42.
No,
Remove your opponent's aircraft.
It's not.
What am I doing?
It's I gotta make this window bigger.
What does that say? Yeah, I can't read
Disperse.
that. My eyes
It's
are
a
gotten.
disperse. So the smoke goes.
Oh,
away.
disperse.
Yeah.
The smoke goes away. All right.
Right, so,
Yeah, I was thinking, oh man, my fighter
dissipate.
goes away.
But well, the bad news for me is that he also breaks these terrible rolls. Like awful. I always have terrible luck playing Doug, because that's a 9, 10, 11 plus 3.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't let that one go.
And then
Mark slipped you viewers a Mickey. He does not always have bad luck when he plays me. He creates many what I call teachable moments where he spanks me very badly in the Combat Commander. He's an excellent player.
Well, we'll see how this worked out. 10.
We'll
If you look at,
see.
if you look at our roll positions in the Combat Commander ladder, then that would actually tell you whether Doug's speaking the truth or not. There, but anyway,
Am I higher this month?
way higher.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
way higher.
Am I?
You are, yes.
That's
But anyway,
well.
rolling for
That's because I've
Atsuda,
had a good teacher.
rolling for
Yeah.
Atsuda, who's a 10. He makes it. Well, thank goodness for that. At least that's something. But that was, of course,
All right.
they have to stop at this point
So
because
the move comes to an
actually, yeah,
end.
they get 3 movement. Well, actually, B Division's got 5. I could move them 1 more. I think how many they started.
Could you?
Well, they started here, did they not? Move 3,
Yeah.
4, and then if you look at the Japanese
Right.
units, when they break, they still have movement left. This guy, I think they actually can't. The B Division is a 3, but it's really a 2 because he's kind of light machine gun, so he only has 4.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm stuck.
You could move him.
No, the light
for
machine
that,
gun's
right?
preventing that, right?
Correct.
Right.
Right.
So if I could ditch the light machine gun and move into here, but I will.
Right. But then you'd give me another shot at 2 broken
Also,
units.
That's true. Yeah, but you're only rolling at 5, so you can't roll that high. But you do have the initiative card, so probably not a smart thing to do. So the question is, do I need to move these guys in as well? I think I'm going to be brave. These are the Japanese, after all. And these guys are going to come. They could. Well, the weapons team -1. He's got a movement 3, so he could move 1, and then these guys would get another shot. But these guys will be in cover this time, so that should be safe enough. So they'll do that. And no doubt you'll shoot again.
All right. Yes, I'll definitely shoot again. Okay, so that's going to be another 5 shot. I was checking some
Yes.
other card here, but all right, a big 5. Here we go. And another 7. I can't complain. That's a 12.
All right. So this guy here is the weapons team is an 11. So it's just an extra, a safe roll, and this the B Division is a 10. So just unless you got a double 1, then he's fine. And then the event is, this would be a good time for a hero. Air support 42 to 43. So I'm going to remove
So you
your
do get
opponent's
to remove
aircraft
my
from the map
aircraft.
if you can't place your aircraft into any hex within the same row column. All right. So it hasn't been that effective anyway, but we will remove it from the map. Leave the battlefield. Good.
And there's what? How does he come back, if at all?
Well, in the if you got a this event would bring him back.
Right, but
that's one way.
there's not a card that brings him back, I guess is my question.
I think the asset request card activates a airplane on the map. This particular scenario, if I happen to have a sighting marker on the map, then when at the next time event you can bring your airplane back onto the map. If I have a sighting marker there, but if I get an infiltration card in time, then this sighting marker will go away.
So the asset request card doesn't do anything unless he's physically on the map.
Right. The asset request card enables an airplane that's already on the map. I believe that's the case.
Okay. That sounds right.
Yeah. All right. So that was
a well-timed event, given my fighter was between 2 of your stacks.
Right.
One of which had 2 broken units. That could have been a well-timed airstrike for the Brits had you not pulled that 1 card in your 72 deck.
Very true, very true. So I think that's my second order, right? Looking at my deck, I think that was a move, and before that I did I repaired my machine gun. So yeah, so that's me. So next order, raise that, and we'll draw up 1 and 2. Back to you.
Yeah, as I just said, how fortuitous. Because I actually have an asset request card.
Oh dear.
That was going to be my move. And I was like, wow, I got 2 broken units. That's a stack I'll hit. Roll the dice. That would have been nice. That could have been game changing.
It could have been in the open as well.
But
Yes.
yeah, exactly. But, and that's the chaos of combat, Commander, frankly. Because those kinds of events can work in your favor or not. In this case, it would have been nice to give the desperate Australians a lifeline, but here, it's like I'm way ahead anyway. Yeah, that's nice, but it's not the exciting narrative we would have hoped for. But
Well, I like it.
anyway. You like it, but it's not as exciting as it would have been had it gone the other way.
Right.
And the viewers would have seen possibly a kill shot on this stack here in the middle. But be that as it may, I will do my best, and I'm going to play a move order. And I am going to activate that stack. And I did not realize this when I gave my opening boxcar comments. But if you look closely, this is a 3 victory point trail. It's not just the 3 victory points here.
Well, that's
So-
true. It is, but it's not your side of the map. So
Oh, darn it.
I'm not sure if they'd
Okay.
be
No,
casualties
you're
if
right.
you moved off there. Maybe
You're
I
right.
think so.
Oh,
But either way,
Steve.
you can
I
still
was
get off the
thinking,
map.
oh,
Either way, because there's nothing
Well-
to stop you, right?
well, other than, well, that's true. Both your units are broken,
Broken,
so
right.
they can't fire.
Right. I
Ah,
was
that's
wondering
right.
why
So
you
I
were
can
heading
just
up there,
go
but that does explain that.
1, 2. Well, I just so the viewers know, I went there first to avoid the ambush, the melee. I was worried with those powerful units you had that you would melee me and win because they're boxed and a 2 leader. That's just a killer stack right there that you have, even though it's currently broken. So I wanted to move away and into cover. That's why I didn't move here. And then, of course, I inadvertently and incorrectly thought I might be able to exit here. So I was even more thrilled. But either way, so with the move card I just played, I believe I can move here, 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 and off the map with no threat of opportunity fire because your 2 units are broken.
Right. Well,
Right?
you should do that
Yeah.
though, just in case, because there are
Yes.
other things that could happen to you beyond opportunity fire. Right.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So
those
Combat Commander, you have to
minefields and all
move each
kinds of
hex and then pause to see if there's a reaction.
Right, exactly. So I could stay in the jungle because if you add up my movement, I'll put it up there so people can see. The first unit can move 7 with the leader, and the second unit can move 6, and obviously the leader can move 6. So theoretically, that could put me in this jungle,
Right.
in this jungle,
Yeah. I think-
and then I would just need another move card to move off. And here's where my newbie status hurts me. I don't know if the Japanese have in their card deck things like mines,
They do. They
right?
have
That
traps. They have traps and other equivalent cards. Yes.
okay, so they do.
Yes.
So the last thing I want to do is take the easy out here, here, and here,
Either way, Doug,
be caught
you
in the
can-
middle in an open. Yeah. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Given all of that, I'm behind so much anyway. Doggone it. So it's either go through the jungle and not exit the map, but take over the objective, which doesn't count for any VPs currently, or get on the trail and get all the way off the map and be safe. We're going to do that because I got to get them on the number 4 slot, the time track. I can't take the risk that a time trigger happens while I'm waiting around for a second move card. So they are going to move there. Any reaction?
No.
And then they'll move there.
Carry
So I'm
on.
probably safe at this. All right. And then they'll move there.
Yep. taking objective 3.
And then taking objective 3. Yeah, let me do the honors
I
there.
did it.
Allied control.
I
You did it. Okay. And then they're off the map and they go to the time track 4, 3 per unit/leader. So that would give me 9 points, right?
Yes.
So we'll take Allied VPs 6, Allied VPs 3. So we're still well behind, but at least now we've got a little bit of action. So that was a move card. So it may have seemed like a torturous decision-making process, viewers, but you got to see the 2 possible options that every combat commander player has to consider. You know, the ever-present threat of cards coming up. They can waylay your best laid plan. Yeah. Thank you.
Next order.
All right. So that's that order. Let's go to the next. Well, boy, what do I do with this asset request card that you've now gotten rid of? Let's play
you could
asset
bring
denied.
You could also use that, Doug, for a 1-shot to bring on artillery, of course. Anyway, that's the other thing. Or you can keep it in case.
Yeah, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it in case my fighter comes out, or just discard it. But let's break your machine gun again.
All right.
Since he's gotten a little closer and got more units in his potential field of fire.
There we go.
All right. That's that order. And then we'll draw up, and it's over to you.
Okay. Well, let me show the viewers my cards. You can see I've got a lot of options here. They're all good cards. But not that good. So I think what I'm going to do is I do need to get some cards flowing through my hand. And my discard limit is 3. These guys here actually are, the interesting thing about the Japanese units, when they break, their morale goes down, as opposed to American or Commonwealth units when the reverse happens. So I think I'm going to have to get my broken Tsuda stack into safety. So we'll play in advance and we'll actually move them. We could either move them into cover or actually out of harm's way altogether. So I'll do that, and they'll move over there. And very few people have a line of sight to them. And I only activated a Tsuda stack, so the other stack here just hangs out. So that's that. Next order, I will play a fire order. These guys here will be activated, and we will target this guy down here in the river. 2 shots or 1 shot, so that could be a 5, 6, 7 downhill. I'll try 1 big shot, seeing as the unit's already broken and he's in a river with -1 cover. So 5, 6, 7. Nothing to add, plus the dice roll. 7 and 6 is just 13.
13. All right. I think you just said it, and I didn't hear it. Being in the stream is a -1 to cover, right?
Yes.
So he's a 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot.
8.
Oh, also uphill. So did I add that in? I'm not sure if I did. 5, 6.
I don't think you did.
Oh, maybe I did.
14?
I did, actually. 5, 6, 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and 6 is 13. I did, yeah.
Okay. All right. So in the stream, my Anzac 9 becomes an 8, trying to beat 13.
Very close.
He's suppressed.
Well, it will be after this event. Nessie?
It's suppressed, right?
Well,
Yeah.
after the event, right? In case the
Yeah.
hero comes.
So the
to
event,
recall.
air support 1945. So that
Not a
doesn't
good
do
one.
anything. Yeah. All right. So now he's suppressed.
All right. So that's next
There we
order.
go.
That was my 2 orders, and then switching back to the cards that we will draw up. One there and one there. Not there we go. And back to the main scene again.
All right. So explain the asset request again. If I don't have the fighter on there, you had mentioned I might be able to draw for an artillery support.
Yes.
Would that be like a die roll and then?
That's a one-time thing you can do in Combat Commander Pacific. You can. It's called communication established. You make a roll on your radio table, and then if you're successful, you get a radio. If you're not, then you get artillery denied for the rest of the game.
All right.
If the
And
radio
what's
is
the die
selected,
roll?
you do have to pay for the radio with VPs. So that's the
Oh.
and we'd need to look.
Sight to the target, correct?
I'm actually showing the radio tables. They are in the latest Vassal module, and so I'm showing them on screen.
Oh, they are.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah, so Commonwealth, Doug
All
will be
right.
down here. In Commonwealth, the year is 42, so he'd have to roll. Let's say he rolled a 4. His options would be artillery denied, and once you get an artillery denied, you cannot re-roll again. So you have a one-shot attempt to get artillery. So and 42.
So the 2, the 8, and the 9, and the 11.
Yes. Yeah.
2, the 8, the 9, and 11. And I got to have a leader on the board. So I think for purposes of my strategy, and I don't need to make this secret, I just don't think that's a good use of the card. The better use would have been had I had the fighter still on the map, but we already talked about that. So now that's getting boring. So instead, what I'll do is I'll play a revive 2. So I'll remove the suppression and I'll rally my guy there in the stream. That's that order. And then
So you're, oh right, it's my weapon is broken. Right, never mind.
Yeah. Then I will play Reconnoiter. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Let me see what I'm looking at. Oh, interesting. Okay. Do I have to? Yeah, I'm going to discard the recon card. So that's that order.
So we can see what card Doug discarded because that is open information. So Doug just discarded a fire card over here on the right. It looks like.
Yeah.
So he didn't want that, or he didn't want the number, the dice roll, which was a 4.
I didn't want the number. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I wouldn't have been able to draw that into my hand unless I immediately ended my turn, which I didn't figure I was going to do.
What?
Right?
You could have drawn that card into your hand. Why couldn't you have done that?
Oh. Wait a minute.
And then
is that one of the options?
Then you could have played it as a subsequent order, or you just keep it for later.
All right. Well, there's a classic mistake. That didn't even occur to me. I was so focused on the die roll that I don't want a 5 or 6 or whatever it was that I got rid of it. When, as Mark is correctly pulling out, what I should have done, pull it into my hand, and then I'd had another fire order. That would have been the correct play. So once again, an example of what not to do in our favorite game.
Which is the main value of this channel overall, I think.
It is the only value of this channel. We have the tutor and the Padawan. If there's any confusion, and the Padawan.
Right.
So
Reconnoiter, you can
play
put the card back on the fate deck, So that would be where if you really like the dice roll number, for example, you would know what was coming up. You could put it back
Yeah.
in the discard pile, or you can pull it into your hand. Those are the three
Yeah.
options. And then if it's in your hand, of course,
Yes.
there's a
Yep.
subsequent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Order. Yeah. And that would have been the correct
yeah.
move in this
And Doug
case
is just
because
far
the
too
die roll
honourable
was crappy.
to ask for a do-over. So so he will obviously.
Yes, I didn't want to do that in front of our vast number of viewers. That would
Right.
have been humiliating. Shout out to my son. Anyway, so I've already marked. The hits just keep coming. I'm gonna use that guy in the stream. He's gonna shake off the wetness, blow on his carbine so he dries out his powder, and he's gonna fire at your squad there in the jungle, well entrenched, with a 4-shot because he's firing uphill.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Big 4. 4 and a 9. That's not bad.
Goodness.
I'll take what I can get.
Okay, I'm
13
at
shot.
10. 10 plus. That's he's going to be fine. 15 total, but after the event, and the event is suppressing fire. Suppress one enemy unit. Oh no, I'm not sure I have one. Oh yes, I do. Within in a hex within both range and line of sight of a friendly machine gun. Well, fortunately, I do have. It has to be an active, unbroken friendly machine gun, so I have one here, and that's the only one that's of any threat. So I will suppress. Let's have a look. Do I have any interesting cards that are coming up? I will suppress. Well, this guy, the one that just fired at me, please, if you wouldn't mind, Doug.
All right, I will suppress him. All right, he's suppressed. So that's the fire. Oh, you already survived it, right? Yeah.
Yes. I rolled a 15.
Yeah, because you were sitting there at 10. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
All right, so that's that order, the fire order. Okay, and I'll just draw up at that point. It's back to you.
Okay, well, let's have a look, see what I have. Well, we do have an interesting card there. One of the defender options without giving too much away. This one here. So I probably want to hang on to that. This one is useless. I think it might be time to discard. So I will discard 2, 1, and that's unfortunate. But I will discard this one here, and then I will draw up.
Okay.
1.
And you did hit the record button again, right?
Oh, did I hit the record button again? I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Good. Just reminded.
We're recording. Yes. Yeah.
All right. And a quick look at my player's aid guide. The Commonwealth gets a discard limit of 4.
Right.
So carefully watch the cards as I discard them. Right. Watch this. 1.
Let's have a look at what he's discarding. What's Doug discarding here? He is
1.
discarding.
You get that one on the tape?
Let's see.
Command confusion.
Okay. Yes, got that
Command
one.
confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Command confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Command confusion. And asset request.
How many
There
did
we
you
go.
discard? How many was that?
4. My limit's 4.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good.
So I discarded 4.
And as you can see in
So I cleaned up my hand quite a bit.
The overall card numbers, we're looking at 43 for the Japanese, so they've got a ways to go, and only 17 for the Commonwealth before the next time event. And that, unfortunately, is going to bring on the Sergeant Phillips is going to come back on again. So that's not quite going to plan.
Yeah.
My plan, anyway. What did I get? Let's see. Well, now I have 2 cards I would really like to keep, but this one maybe is not that useful. Okay, well, I'm going to play. Where is the sighting marker? All right. So I'm going to play Infiltrate A, B, or C, which allows me to bring in any unit or units from boxes A, B, or C, which we have, if you remember from the last Infiltrate order, I placed this A division in A. So, unfortunately, the sighting marker is in the stream. So let me just do a quick check here if I can bring him in or adjacent to the sighting marker. Select the hex removal pieces. Removal pieces from the corresponding infiltration box and place them in the chosen hex. Oh dear. That would mean, according to the special rules, would it, Doug, that he'd be broken?
That
Or
you're
he'd be disrupted, right? He would be
wait.
suppressed. I'm sorry. If I moved a unit
Oh,
into the
because he's into the stream. Yeah, he would come in and would be suppressed, as I recall.
Yes,
Let me look back at
although
the thing.
technically, what's the wording for that? Does it say if you move in or if you
Well,
just,
let's
because
see.
he's not moving in, and this is Combat Commander, so we have to be very literal here.
It says treacherous waters. Whenever a unit moves, capital M, moves into a stream hex,
Okay.
it immediately becomes suppressed. So that I would think
He is
dropping
not
in
moving in. For
does not
example,
is not moved.
yeah, you could
Yeah.
advance in there and not be suppressed then, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so
Yeah.
the,
Well, yeah.
so the
That seems
sighting marker
reasonable.
goes away, and this guy comes here. And the advantage for Japanese of taking the sighting marker away for this particular scenario is now there is no sighting marker on the map. The next time event, the Australian air support does not come back.
Right.
Right. So, which is good news for me. So anyway, that's that first order.
And just to know, by the way, I was looking up, trying to find in the index the infiltration track, and I just noticed in the playbook there's 2 or 3 pages there of comments from Kai and Chad Jensen on interesting things and how to play the game and some of the things. I never knew that was in there. Anyway,
All right.
interesting reading.
Yes, yeah. Japanese play a lot differently to other sides in this. The
Oh, absolutely.
Allied side in Commander Pacific is fairly similar to Europe, but the Japanese are very different indeed. Okay.
Yeah, I think the only one that's more different is resistance.
Yes,
The partisans
for
are
sure. Yeah.
pretty different.
Yeah. So that was one order. Second order. Let's see. So it's interesting, even though they're broken, these guys here, my B division broken has actually got 4 movement points. He could move. Whether I wanted to move is a different question. But I'm going to play a move order. So I'm going to play this move order. And you can see here I'm giving up a red text card here. It says Defender only, Hidden Caves. I'm the Defender. I would have been able to play that once the conditions were met, but now I can't play that anymore. I'm playing it as a move order.
Right. Yeah.
Let me see. I think I'll play a move order on this guy here, just in case these guys get frisky, and we'll move him. We'll move him 4 into there. So he's out of the line of sight, for example, from this guy here. Or maybe not out of the line of sight,
Okay.
but certainly in better cover. So that's 4. So he's actually done because he only got 6. So actually, let me see. Do you have a line of sight? That's very close. I'm not sure if you'd be considering a. Yeah, zooming right in there. Well, you know, if the line of sight
That jungle doesn't
crosses
block
crosses
it?
even a pixel, and it seems to right at the hex side here. Oops, I don't know why those guys all came back like that, but even right at this pixel right here, it does seem like it would be
Mm-hmm.
blocked. Yeah, right there. Okay, so I think there's no line of sight, but this guy might have a line of sight. Yeah, straight. He sure does. Yeah, this fellow here, Doug, has a line of sight, right? Straight down the hex side. So,
Oh yeah, it's right down the hex sides.
yes, he
Yep.
does. Yeah. Let me just reset the map size after all that messing around. So up to you. Any opfire, Doug?
No.
No. Okay. So that's that movement. Next order, and then I will draw up. And it's obviously what I'm hoping for is a revive card to get my units out of their broken state.
Yeah.
And
Well,
let's see if
they're
I got one.
safe. They're not. They're not going to come under any fire or melee or anything like
They
that.
are right. Yeah. I
That's for
was a
sure.
bit worried that once I moved, like rashly moved there and got shot up by your squad, that your stack with Phillips
Yeah.
instead of exiting the map was going to turn around and come back and and then melee with me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you thought about
The
that.
the thought crossed. Well, for a brief second, but with the Japanese ability to move out of melee.
Yes.
Yeah. Granted, you got to have the cards to do that, but I was like, yeah, that's probably not going to work out. And then when you pointed out that the Japanese units, their morale goes down, but their strength is still boxed, even though they're broken. And you still got that 2-leader unit who's also boxed.
Right.
That's just, I think in this, when you're playing the Japanese in Combat Commander Pacific, you just think your melee strategies. Now, granted, you could pile a lot more squads in there, but I think you're playing with a hot potato. So just the general, I don't know. I would look for folks watching this with much more experience than me to comment and let us know what their general thinking is, but we'll see. So, all right. I guess what I will do is I'm going to play the Reconnoiter card again. Given I'll try and play it better this time since I so badly misplayed it last time. Interesting. Okay, so this time I will draw it into my hand, but how do I do that? When I right click on it, it says
Yes.
It says keep recon on top, discard the recon card, play order, play action. Oh, I guess if I wanted to, well, does it if I do play order, that counts as my second order,
just
right?
drag it into your hand. Just physically drag it in, maybe. Drag it into your card's hand if it doesn't give you an option.
Well, you know what? I think
Are you going to
I'll
play it
play
next?
the order.
Then just play the order, right? Yeah.
I'm going to just play the order.
Okay.
But the question is, that counts as my second order.
For sure.
Correct? Because the Reconnoiter card was the first order. All right. There was order. Which is kind of what you were suggesting I do with the other card. Draw it into my hand, and then later in my turn, play it as a fire card. This accomplishes the same thing, just a little more elegantly. I think that's what we were talking about. All right, so now I got a fire.
Oh, actually, just to check, just to comment on the Vassal module, Doug, it does say To draw it into your hand,
Yeah.
you use the draw a card button in the player hand. So you just like as if you were drawing a card. So, when you draw up at the end of a turn, that's what you do.
Yeah. Oh.
All right.
Oh, you just click on draw. Okay, that
Yes.
makes sense.
Yes.
That's perfect. All right. Perfect. I'm glad you clarified that. All right. So I'll activate this guy, and I'm gonna target this guy with the fire order.
Okay.
And I will play marksmanship. So
let me
I
just
believe
check
I'm on the
that.
same.
Let me just check that marksmanship in the to the benefit of having a PDF. I'm wondering if the
Says,
fact whether he is suppressed or not makes a difference.
no, I'm not using the suppressed guy. I'm using this guy.
Ooh, okay. Which? Oh, that guy. Okay, just the suppressed guy was
Yeah.
marked in red. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't want to use the
Yeah.
suppressed guy.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Yes.
So that's a 5 plus 2 is 7, and then I'm on the same elevation,
Right.
so that'd just be a 7 shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and wait a minute, draws.
Oh no.
There we go. Oh, and an 11. And I have the
18.
initiative card,
And you have the
so
initiative
I'll
card,
keep that.
so yes.
7 and an 18.
18. So I'm a 10. B division 8 plus 2 cover is 10. And here's the roll.
Yeah.
7 for 17. So he actually breaks. And
Wow.
you see Broken, he
That
goes
may be
down
the
from
first
8
time
down
I've
to a
broken
6.
somebody.
No, he broke before. This guy, he was down.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's 8 to 6. Wow, they're kind of brittle.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's interesting because that kind of influences the Brits, the Australian strategy, in that you kind of want to, fire a lot to try and break them and then move in.
Right.
All right. So that's that fire order. Okay. Let's try this. We'll play another fire order.
Mm-hmm.
With this guy activated here. Same target. Unfortunately, no other card to play. So it's just a fire.
So I feel
a
like
5.
as this is a sort of, I don't know, friendly game, I'll make a suggestion, Doug, if I may.
Yes.
I believe you've got a better shot, being that they're all on the same level, and well, here's the hint. Look at your hero and the range on your hero, which is unusual for our allied leader. He's got a range of 4, right? Just
Yeah.
here. And they can
Right.
see this guy. And they are at the same level.
Oh. So that would be if I'm taking the hint correctly, that would be a fire group.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes, that's a good idea. All right. Great hint. This is what this channel is all about, is teaching people. Now, friendly game, you're teaching your opponent. So I'll do that. And then I will also, this is be careful what you wish for, you may get it. We got a teachable moment, but the Padawan will then throw out another action card, Enfilade.
Very good. Very good.
Yes. All right. So your teaching is paying off. So that would
paying
be
off for one of us.
a 5. Well, yes. Well, all of our many
Yes.
viewers are benefiting. Yes. So the Anzac squad would have a 5. Winslow, the hero, adds his 1, and the Enfilade card adds another 1 to get me to 7. Correct?
Yes, because you have one Enfilade adds
Yes.
1 for every extra unit beyond
All
the
right.
firing unit in the fire group. Yes. And the bridge does not
Yes. All right.
block line of sight at all. So
yes. All right, so that's a 7 shot, and he's not in the stream as well. So, although I don't know that that would have worked out. Anyway, a 7 shot, 7, an event plus a 5. I'll end
You
up
do have the
giving me a
initiative
12.
card.
Let's see what this
You do have
event
the
is.
initiative card, which you would have to play before you drew the event, if you were to. Yes.
You know, thank you. Another good reminder from the mentor. I will pass the initiative card and roll that
all
again.
right. So the event
Yeah.
then
Well, there's
doesn't
not many
that whole
chances I get.
that whole
Yeah,
roll is
the event's
cancelled.
not going to
when No
occur.
event happens, right?
Yes, no event. So, and my theory there, listeners, is that I don't get many options to fire on the Japanese when they're broken at a full strength shot of 7, particularly with the invalid. So I still am firing at the broken squad with a 7. So here we go with the second roll. And I do worse.
There we go. And the Japanese have the initiative card.
And the Japanese have the initiative card. That's
Teachable
a
moment
perfect
there, viewers.
example of why
Always offer Doug
Oh.
the use of the initiative card. It usually works out for you.
It usually works out for you. Oh my.
So
boy,
we're facing
now we're back to the normal Combat Commander game with Doug and Mark.
We're facing an 8 here, 6 plus 2 for the B division 8. So a double 1 would suppress it, but otherwise he's probably going to survive this.
And we know that's possible. I've rolled the double 1 before, right?
Yes, you have indeed. Yes,
twice in this game.
Well, 1 in 36 chance.
Oh my. All right. So that next order is fine. All right. I guess at this point, I just draw up.
All right.
And it's back to you.
Back to me for my paltry 2 orders. Well, the first one would actually be this order, which now I can get full value from. It's a revive 5. So I can revive, unbreak or unsuppress up to 5 units. So let's go with, well, I think I've got 2, 3. Oh, no, I don't get full value from it. I'm sorry, I needed 1 more unit. All right, so this guy here will rally. Over in Atsuda's stack here, both those guys will rally. Rally there and rally there. And then in B division stack here, oh no, that's not a broken unit, that's a broken machine gun. So that revive 5, I only used 3 out of the possible 5, but I have no others. And I don't really want to change that one, that's suppressed. So that's 1. The next card to play, and just to show people that are interested what are the cards I have. Here we go. The next card I think I could I think I will bring my machine gun back with an asset request. And so that goes back to this guy here and fixes it, because 2 asset denies in a row would remove it, just like that. That's what happened to my infantry gun. So I want to repair that one when I can, so it stays in the fight. But unfortunately, that's my 2 orders. Oops, I placed that as an action. It really is an order. So those are my 2 orders.
All right, back to me. Let's take a quick break for just stop the recording for a moment.
All right. Going to move here for 3. Any reaction?
Interesting. So you're up on a hill. No.
Okay, he's going to stop. So Doug, I think, is being cagey there. He really doesn't have a fire card. He paused to make me think that possibly he was evaluating fire options, but really he doesn't have a fire card. That's my belief.
Perhaps,
yes.
Or maybe he's done that enough like that it was a double bluff. It could have been a double bluff.
So he's going to stop here.
Because I know that you know.
And then here comes Atsuda. That's 3. And the B division here, with carrying light machine guns, got a movement of 5 -1 for the light machine gun, but +2 for Atsuda. So actually could move 6. So we could get 1 more. We could move 1 more into there or there. or there. Anyway, and I don't believe you can. I don't believe there's any line of sight there. So probably no reaction, right? Doug? Nothing you can think
No, no
of, right?
reaction. Nope.
And so they will move 6 to there. Now there's definitely a line of sight.
Yes,
And we will
but no
find out
reaction.
no reaction. So Doug really does not have a fire card, it would seem. Or he's saving it up for some bigger event. All right, so that's that order. Next order. Next order, the Japanese do have a fire card, so they'll play it and activate. Have I been doing that wrong? Oh, good, I haven't. Right, because I have been doing it. No, that's not true. I had an awful feeling that I'd been playing it incorrectly. But when at this point, Atsuda has already been activated and done this move order. So Atsuda cannot activate these guys. So I cannot fire both the weapons team and the B division. I need to choose one. So I will choose the weapons team with the medium machine gun. So the B division cannot fire this time, right? Because you understand what I'm saying, Doug, right?
I think so. Yeah,
I'm only
because
I don't have a leader.
you're only activating.
Right, because I don't have a leader to activate this
Oh,
stack.
I see.
Right, this stack
Yeah,
here.
so you can only activate one of the units
Right,
in the
I can
stack.
fire the B division,
Yeah.
or I can fire the weapons team. The weapons team would self-activate the machine gun. So the weapon. So
Right.
even though weapons team himself is out of range, the medium machine gun is still the better bet. So
Yeah.
we cannot see this fellow down. So it will activate this machine. This guy is activated by the fire order. We cannot see this guy because he's the other side of this hill. We can see this guy here. So, and we can see this guy here as well. And both of those are, well, this guy is in the open with no cover. He's got +1 for the bridge. So I think we'll fire at this guy. We'll make this guy the target. Target. And so we're shooting with a 7. Nothing to add. And no leadership bonus to add. So it's just a straight 7 plus 8. 15. Not too bad.
All right. 8. Yeah, that's not too bad. Because like you said, he's in open. So it's going to be a 7 and then a 9. So 7 trying to beat the 15. 7 and 8 is 15. So he's suppressed. And then the hero is a 9 trying to beat 15. He breaks. And dispersal of smoke, but I don't think we have any.
No, we don't. Okay, leader breaks. Not too bad. So then that is the next order, and that's my 2 orders. And I will draw up 1, 2. Let's have a look at the cards. Okay, not too bad. Back to you, Doug. We'll erase. There we go.
Okay, I'm going to play a move order. I'm going to activate these guys here in the south.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so we'll, I forgot about those guys. We'll have Lieutenant Payne. He'll move here in the jungle with his stack. And then, which is 3.
We'll just.
I don't think you have anybody that can see him.
No, we don't, but we do have hidden Panji trap. Place 1 mines or 1 wire into a hex. So mines or wire. And so I think I will go with the mines. The mines. Let me find a mines marker here. Minefield, 6 firepower. So you just stepped on a minefield. So that's going to be a 6 firepower attack.
Okay.
Plus
6.
this
With
dice
no
roll.
cover, correct?
No, I believe it sets cover to 0, yeah. So it's 6 plus, big roll please. Not too bad. 14.
All right. 14. So what are we sitting on there? No cover, a 7 and a 9. So 7 trying to beat 14.
Well,
Barely
you're
makes
with a
it.
leader, so you're
And a
actually
9.
he's 8, right? So the Anzac vows that
Oh,
he's 8,
yeah. Yeah.
but he made it quite
All right.
comfortably.
And then the 9, he made it as well.
Yeah,
So they both make it.
and the minefields, unlike
Um,
wire, don't
all right. So
prevent
they
you
can keep
from.
moving if they
Yes,
want.
exactly, right. But there'd be another
Now I'll
attack, of
suffer
course.
another mine attack though,
Yes, you would.
correct?
You would. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep moving. We're going to move there.
All right.
So I do those attacks again.
Right. So here's my roll: 6
Um,
plus
so it'd be, yeah.
12. Oh well, that's pretty easy to beat.
All right. Easier, but who knows? All right. So I got an 8 and a 9. So the 8
Oh,
rolls a
so
5,
close,
barely
so
makes it with
close,
an event.
yes.
Yeah. The event, breezy. Oh,
Right.
is breezy is the event,
Yes.
but I also have a time check.
Oh, okay.
So let
Oh,
me hit the,
interesting.
yeah. So let me hit the time check deal. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. We'll go from 3 to 4. Let me, let's see. Let me do my draw pile. You get your VP.
I do. Okay. X is VP.
Any dig-ins?
There are no dig-ins in this.
Oh,
module.
so that'd be no.
Right.
All
But you
right,
do.
and then I
Yes.
place my guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put them right here.
It's a good choice.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the movement down here.
Mm-hmm.
So I survive? I survived both second mine attacks, correct?
You
The
rolled.
12. Oh no,
You
the
rolled
first
1.
one.
You have
I
2
rolled for
more.
the unit.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got 2 more checks to go.
One more.
Let me
One
see.
more.
I rolled a 12. You rolled a
'Cause
5.
Yeah.
Wait a
That
second.
was for the
Wait a second.
squad.
You
Now it's
rolled a 5, and then you executed the event. Oh, there's only 2 in there. One more. That is correct. Yes, I thought it was 3. There's only 2 units there.
yeah. All right. For the leader. So
Mhm.
he's a 9,
Mm-hmm.
trying to beat 12.
Right.
And he makes it. All right. So their movement is done.
Mm-hmm.
Now the other 2 units get an opportunity. So this squad will go here.
Mm-hmm.
This other squad is going to go 1.
Okay, hang on a second. So, he is within sight of that machine gun, and this guy here has a line of sight to this guy who foolishly moved into the clearing because you wanted to. Well, not sure where he was going, but I think I will. Shall I? That's a good question. Yeah, I will. I'll play a fire action.
Okay.
I think it would be actually, yeah. These guys can see also, but they don't have the range. So this guy here with the machine gun will be 7. It's actually only a 6 shot because it's uphill. So, but we'll give it a go anyway. So 6 plus 6s and 7s, 13.
All right, and I'm sitting at 7. And you subtracted for the uphill?
I did, yeah. It was a 7
Yeah,
minus
all
1
right.
for uphill is 6. Yeah.
Right, good call. All right, so I'm 7 trying to beat 13. 8. So I made it.
Comfortably.
All right.
So that's 1.
So let's see. That was 1. So he'll move here to give you another shot.
Oh,
That's
okay.
2.
All right, I'll definitely take that because there's 2 targets there. So that would, and he's still in range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still uphill, so it's a 6 shot.
Actually, hang on a minute.
Oh,
I
there's
forgot
one
about
taken.
the
That's
extra.
Combat Commander. That's the thing about Combat Commander.
Keep going. Keep going.
Because they
Yeah.
could have played Hidden Mine.
Although you haven't done anything yet. Well, that's true. Although
Yes, well,
I said it. Well,
I don't know.
you're right.
Doug's
It's
true.
like in chess. A card played's a card. No, card laid is a card played.
I think so.
And when you take your finger off your palm, you move.
Exactly, yes. So it's only a
All
6,
right,
it's
fair
only a
enough.
6 shot. So what's the worst that could happen? Let me see. A 10. There you go. That's probably the worst that could happen, or pretty close to it.
All right. So, and you subtracted your 1. So
Yes, I did. Yes.
I got an 8 and a 7. So the 8, we'll roll that one first. The 8 trying to beat 16 does not make it. So that guy's wondering what the heck happened. And then the 7, he makes it. So that's the one that was still moving.
Wow, he
so
makes
it was
it.
1,
Yes,
2.
17. Wow. When I was a 16, yes.
So he'll go one more.
Oh,
3.
wow.
So I assume you'll fire again.
Yes, as long as there's a line of sight, doesn't cross. Yeah, it goes straight through this hex here. It doesn't hit any of the intervening jungle. So I'll fire one more time.
Well, I'm at a higher elevation anyway, so that
That's
doesn't
true.
matter.
Looking over the top of it, you're right. I was thinking
Yeah.
of blind hex, but I had that backwards. Anyway, so here's the roll. 6 plus another 6 is 12.
12. So 7 trying to beat 12. He makes it.
He does.
He
Now,
makes it,
if
but
I
his light mortar team's
not very happy about that.
Yeah, they came running through. They're like, "What?" If I move here, do you have a line of sight there, or does this?
Yeah, these are at the
jungle
same level.
block it?
But would that block it? Let's have a quick
Right.
look. Yeah, that blocks. This blocks. The very top blocks it. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. What about here?
Well, I hope they have a line of sight because this guy fired into there, didn't he?
Oh, okay. All
Let's
right.
have a
Well, then
look.
I'm
Yes, he
not.
does. Yeah, he
I'm
does.
not going to go in there.
Right.
All right. I'm not going in there. I'll just stop where I'm at.
All right.
All right. That was that move order.
Okay. You played the move order,
Yeah.
did you? From your hand? I didn't see it in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Well, that's because it occurred before the time event.
That's true. That's true. Got swept into the.
So it kind of,
disco pile.
gets all swept up.
Right.
All right. But I can also tell because I just have one open slot in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now, Lori, we'll play another move order. I'm going to activate Sergeant Phillips here. And that's frankly is why I moved that unit. I was hoping to draw out a fire card.
Mm-hmm.
By moving along here, I figured, I'm hoping you don't have 2 fire cards, but we're about to find out. To draw
Well,
the
of course,
fire.
even if I did, this guy here has been activated, right? I should probably mark him activated in theory, so he couldn't.
Right.
He couldn't fire, even if I did have another fire card. He could not be reused.
Yeah.
But these guys,
Correct.
potentially. if you came close enough.
If you have the fire card. So I'm
Right.
hoping I burned the one fire card, but we're about to find out. So we're going to activate Sergeant Phillips. They're going to move here for one.
Okay.
Any
Let me
reaction?
see. Let me see. Not yet. Carry on. Wait. I'm going to wait
I
till you're
think.
overstacked.
Yeah.
I think
All
this would be
right.
a better place to shoot when you're overstacked.
Two,
Carry on.
3,
No response.
no response.
No response.
All right. 4,
Carry on.
5.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm pretty confident.
All right. All those units are suppressed.
Why?
Not raging waters. Oh, they're on the bridge, are they? They're not
They're
in
on
the
the
water.
bridge,
Okay, you're right. Yes.
right? And then they move to the other bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's their 6 movement factors, so they're
Okay.
done. So I assume I did burn your fire card with the misdirection
Right.
for those looking at home. All right, that's a win, and that's just another example of how some find Combat Commander too chaotic or too frustrating, similar to Command of Colors, because you got to have the right cards in your hand to do the right thing at the right time, and sometimes you just don't. But that's the chaos of the battlefield, right?
Right.
All right, so that worked out well. Now we'll see if we can do anything with it. Now, well, I guess should I save that or use it now? That's my second order. Now I got my third order. Well, no guts, no glory. We're going to play Revive 3. I saved a Revive because it's often useful after you do a move, right? If you do draw opportunity fire and you get hit. So I got 3 actions. I'll clear that as a remove, the suppression. I'll clear that suppression. Now, the hero doesn't cost me anything.
Well,
And the weapons unit could throw
okay.
what?
I was just. Where is your? Oh, are they both? Oh, I see. Yes, that's right. They're both. You have 2 choices there. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the broken guy. You're just on the top of the hill,
Right.
who is my smoke thrower, which he hasn't done much lately, versus the hero. How could the hero help me here? I don't know that the hero is going to be of much help. I really don't know. You know what? We'll rally the team down there with the mortar instead. Now, just for our viewers, can you expand on what you would have done? Meaning, I look at this map, I don't see that my hero, because you can't activate him with another leader in a group, I don't see how he's going to add much value
Well, the hero,
for
of
the
course,
current tactical
in this
situation.
particular in Combat Commander Pacific, the hero does score you victory points when exiting the map, unlike Combat Commander Europe. And the hero's got the benefit of, if you have like multiple move cards, you could, if you had, you could scoot him off the map, and you can activate him successively, like move, and do an end run, get around the map, for example. Or if you
So
determined I had
he's
no
all
fire
right. So he
cards,
actually, yeah.
yeah, he could
All
have raced
right.
down the
So he's an
road.
actual active movement. All right.
He
Well,
would he
there
would gain you
again,
victory
the
points if he
Padawan
exited the map.
strikes.
Yeah. So what I am thinking
Okay.
that Doug probably is being very brave, moving Phillips up there and right next to my kill stack, who he's talked about how deadly this kill stack was at Suda. So that tells me that Doug's got several
Well, yeah. Now
ambush
remember, I
cards
still
in
got
his
yeah. I just played my revive order,
hand.
but I'm glad I asked that question because I was playing the hero as if I was back in Europe, where he's kind of a useless guy. But
Oh no, he's definitely not useless in
that's
Europe. You do the right thing with him. You give him a flamethrower and a anyway.
well, true. He can do stuff
Right.
in this particular scenario, but he can run off the board and get me 3 points. And he's pretty mobile. All right, so that was 3 orders. I think I'll just draw up, and it's back to you.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I was, as I said, hoping to get in amongst these guys before their leader showed up again, but that has not happened. So, and this guy here, the Phillips stack, has a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 value in melee versus my 6, 7, 8, 12, 16, 18. Yeah, so I do have a significant advantage in melee, assuming that Doug does not have any ambush cards, and that might be why would he run up there so bravely if he if he was not seeking an ambush is the question. Interesting, very interesting. It would be because this would be.
Well, we're trying to make the channel very interesting.
We
so,
are trying to make the
I'm not
channel
always doing the logical move.
Yeah. Do you want to take a break?
I'm here to entertain you.
Yes. But I do have the initiative card, and so there is that.
You know what? You started to say what is probably a good idea. Maybe we should take a break and let me entertain the viewers with possible strategies
All right.
here.
So I'll go offline, and then Doug can share his secret inner thoughts with the viewers. All right, Doug. I'll see you.
All right, and I'll remember to hit start recording.
All right.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna mute you. I'll be
Okay.
back in a moment.
Okay.
So here we are, and I've made a rather bold move. I caught Mark having expended one of his fire cards on a spurious unit, and then I took this big stack, Sergeant Phillips. I'll show you what's in the stack. It's my strongest stack, but it's next to his what I have called a kill stack, given that the Japanese units are boxed and with a two leader who's also boxed. So I moved this stack all the way from here, all the way up the road in there. Now, why did I do that? Well, let me show you my hand. Here it is, right? I've got an advance card, I've got bayonets, and a second bayonets card. So it gives me some advantage that I could use one of 2 ways, and I'm not sure which I want to do. I could activate Sergeant Phillips and have him have this guy, who would also move into the stack, and this guy, all move up 1. Pretty powerful move, but as Mark just explained, he's got a 5 or 6 die roll advantage, and he holds the initiative card. Or alternatively, I could go down here and with my advance and try and kind of kill a unit and move Lieutenant Payne and the unit behind him a little bit closer. Kind of tough. I'm not sure exactly which way I'm going to go. So I'll close this up and send it back to the live.
We're back, and Doug's giving you his insights. And
yes, I have. For what they're worth. Nobody's paying for this, so whatever they're worth.
Yeah, it's just like the Battlefield Banter, free advice for what it's worth. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what it's worth. So actually your turn.
Right,
So it's your turn.
and you'll notice that because I played a mines, like a banshee trap, I should say, last turn, and fire, op fire. I only have 2 cards in my hand, not 4. So that is another disadvantage. Although one of them you can see there is that, and the
And you know what? As a learning objective, I should learn to check that once in a while,
right,
right?
right.
Because if we were playing face to face, I would see that.
Hmm.
And I never, in all my years of combat commander, I've never thought to have the opponent's hand up on screen where I could kind of refer to it.
No,
That's a good training tip for
it's
those of
good.
you that play on Vassal.
Right.
I'm going to start doing that all the time now. Had you consistently done that as an experienced combat commander player?
I look at it on occasion. I do. It's a screen size limitation too. If you've got other things to
Yeah,
look at, but yeah, I'll often have that up there just to
true.
see. So I'm
Yeah.
left
Well,
with
that's new
yeah.
to me.
So the choices here, I'm 17 up, but I don't want Phillips to get off the map again. I could. I'm pretty sure because also Doug has charged Phillips up there in the is in the open terrain like objective 5. Yeah, sure. It's there's no woods there at all. He's not in a river, but he's still in the open. So I think he's got um some kind of some cards up his sleeve maybe. So what to do? Well, it's a tough one indeed. The Japanese could, and then of course there's this situation down here with Paine. It seems to be bearing down on A division, where they have a slight advantage, not much, but a slight advantage. Okay, I should stop waffling and I should just do it. I'm pretty sure he's got ambush cards, so I'm not going to go into a melee, even if I had an advance card. What I'm going to do. The other thing that the Australians can do now, because they have this, and this guy, all I think with line of sight, they could play a pretty good enfilade attack, fire attack against the Japanese. So that might have been his other option. Doug may have been thinking about that.
I do have you've done a great job of laying out a lot of possible options here.
So you know what? I'm going to play an advance order. I'm going to activate Atsuda and his buddy at the top there. This guy's in range, but I'm pretty happy with where he is at the moment. And you know what? Atsuda's going in. And
Oh, wow.
I am.
Okay.
Yes, I'm doing it. And do I want B division to follow up? If I lose this and then he's victorious, I probably don't because of the massive firepower he'll be able to bring to bear. So he will stay put. Actually, he will not move. And that's next. So then we put a melee marker on top of those guys. If I got it on the right stack there,
Yeah.
it looks like
Yeah.
it's roughly there.
Well, that's an interesting play, Mark, because
It's a gamble.
obviously, just to remind the viewers, it is a gamble. The Japanese always have the ability to move away,
Yes.
right? And but in doing that, at least in this tactical situation,
They don't.
with the 2 leader that I have, if I'd had an advance and if I was angling to melee, I could have, moved in an extra squad.
Right.
With you coming in,
Mhm.
you kind of pin me. It's
Right.
just the stack that I have there.
Right. I do get the opportunity
Interesting.
to draw up now, but the melee will happen as soon as at the beginning of your turn. So I don't have the opportunity
Right.
to exit this melee if I change my mind. For example, if I see my card,
Right.
I'm stuck. So here we go. I will now draw up 1, 2, 3, and then we will. That's the end of my turn. So we can do that.
Okay.
And hit next order, and then we go to Doug's turn. I, as a defender, will play any ambush cards. So I will play one ambush card. And just you only play you play ambush cards one at a time. You don't declare to your opponent that I have 3 ambush cards and let the opponent pick and choose. You play them one at a time, so it gives the Doug does not know how many more ambush cards I have in my hand. Why would I have moved in?
Right.
If I didn't
So
have cards?
And I've learned that the hard way playing with Mark over the many years.
Let's get this rally.
So there's a little bit of gamesmanship with the ambush cards. All right, so I'll break the weapons.
Right, that would be the obvious one.
Team.
It gives you only reduces your combat strength by 1. All right.
Right.
I will decline from playing any more ambush cards at this time. So back to
Okay.
you.
So then I, funny enough, don't have any ambush cards.
Oh,
I was
that's interesting.
looking to run up. Yeah, I was looking to run up and use my newfound knowledge gained of the firepower the Allies have to try and break you, and then move in. So I was expecting you to run away, which would have given me an additional option of maybe to run down the path. So,
I seriously thought about running away. I have to tell you, but then I thought,
I would have run away. You're up 17 points. This was a gamble, because if you had been right and I'd had a bunch of ambush cards, this could have swung the game.
Yes, it would. This is the game deciding. They do say it's never over till it's over, but this might be.
Yeah, I would think this will bring it to a close. So I have no ambush cards.
All right. So then I would declare, again going first, although it's simultaneous, I would declare any knives or bayonets, right? And I have none, so I'll just work out my number, which is, so a boxed firepower for B division means he is 6 plus 2 for Atsuda. B division is like at 8. The elite is also boxed, so he is 3 plus 1 is 4 plus Atsuda makes him 6. 8 and 6 is 14. And then Atsuda himself is 2, but he's boxed, so he's actually 3. So I have a total of, my math is right, 17. 17 plus my dice roll, which is not amplified by bayonet. So here's my dice roll. 17 and 8. And I like that roll, so I will keep it. So that's 25 total.
Ow. All right, 25 total. So I'm sitting at, I don't have any boxed units. I do have a 2-liter. So my Anzac squad is 5, now 7. The weapons crew is 1, now 3. 7 and 3 is 10. Sergeant Phillips makes it a 12. Now I have, I might as well throw this into the mix. It's kind of do or die. I have an action, bayonets, that I'll play. That puts me at 14. I have a second action to play. That puts me at 16.
Oh, 2 bayonets. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Well, I had them in my back pocket. So depending on the way it would have gone. Although I was also thinking, I was looking down here as well, thinking, okay, maybe. In fact, as I moved up, I was going to play a fire card, try to pulverize you, see how that went, and then either save the advance or then make the advance down here.
Right.
That was my master stroke. Okay. But all right, now that I've said all that,
so a roll of 9.
Type in what I got to.
A 9 would eliminate everybody. So you want higher than a 9, I think. Or a 9.
So what did we say I was at? 14?
I thought
it was counted up. It was
16, I think. But let me see.
5, it is 16.
7,
yeah,
that's 10.
It was 10 from the units.
Yeah.
2 from the leader, and 4, 16. Right. All right, I didn't type that. I should have before I started yapping. All right, 16. So here we go. I would say this is for the game, or for me to stay in the game. Really would be the better way to look at it. So here we go. and a 6. So I don't make it.
So yeah.
So
it's
let's
winner
just
takes
do
all.
this. Yeah.
And,
Yep.
Sergeant Phillips himself there is 3-pointer, right? Because he's a 1 point for the leader
Yep.
plus 2. So
I'll eliminate them in the order that you talk about them.
So Phillips is 3
So
big
Sergeant
points.
Phillips is gone.
Right. The weapons team is 1 point. And then the Anzac squad is 2 more points. So it's a total of
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6 points. And of course, the light machine gun goes into this is destroyed.
Correct.
So 3, 4, 6
Yeah.
points. So that takes the Allies up to 23. And also gives them objective 5. Not that it matters
Yes.
so far. But
Exactly.
back into Japanese control.
Yeah. So that was a bold move by Mark, but it clearly paid off, right? I mean, I think at this point I have to concede. I don't see any path to victory. Losing that same leader for the second time, which is even worse because I lost my third leader early on. Now, had I won that, if Mark had lost his gamble, and I had a shot with the bayonets of rolling a 10 or 11 or an 11 or 12, low odds. Would have been better had I still maintained the initiative card, but I took a gamble on trying to kill that one unit. So I lost that. And of course, that didn't work out either. So as many strategies I try to employ against Mark, I get frustrated because they don't work out. But that's the nature of the game and the challenge, right?
Yes.
So, it'll be very interesting to see how the matches proceed in the ladder. This, again, is for both Mark and I a practice game. We'll both be able to play different opponents later in this month. But I think, I don't know, it's a well-balanced scenario. I can't help but wonder if the Australians are maybe a little more patient, or I don't know. Having played as a Japanese, Mark, what would you say about the optimal strategy for the Australians?
I think taking advantage of the enfilade cards can be huge. You can really get, assuming you can get around the line of sight limitations, you can really get huge fire attacks built up. And the Australians have the units to add in, multiple units to groups, and then with an enfilade, and you can play an enfilade and another enfilade card. You can play 2 enfilade cards, and so you get into the position quite easily where you can double the defensive role of a defending unit and just eliminate it in one shot. So standing off and shooting at the Japanese would seem to be a good play, and until you have a gap
which
in
I
the
did
lines
not
and
do.
you can run off.
Early on. Yeah, I'll have to go back and check the log, but I think I was still using my European strategy of try to move around, lay smoke, and close, and advance towards the edge of the map rather than standing back, as you've suggested. Use the enfilade, use the fire groups, use the firepower, and try and pick off. Because you were up in an exposed position overseeing the stream, which is, I think, how I would defend it as well. Although you might make the argument that you're better off kind of cowering in the jungle and just trying to stop the Australians from slowly moving across the map. I don't know.
You do, as a Japanese, you do want to have somebody there who can do fire attacks to make the Anzacs at least, at the very least, burn cards, which burns time as they advance. And that's true. Any other final thoughts? I think we'll end this here. This would be our first complete game of Combat Commander that we posted on the channel. I'm pretty excited about that. Right. Yeah. If anyone has any comments on rules we missed, which I'm sure there were many, then feel free to comment, and then we'll try and improve next time. But yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks
Sounds
very much
great.
for watching.
Well, it's a lot of fun. Thanks for watching.